Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. President Yoon Suk Yeol will travel to Washington next week to attend the NATO Summit for the third year in a row. This comes against a backdrop of the recent strengthening of military cooperation between Russia and North Korea, and the presidential office says there will be a strong message. Our correspondent Kim Do-yeon starts us off.
For the third year in a row, President Yoon will attend the NATO Summit, this year being held in Washington, D.C. The presidential office announced the trip on Friday, adding that Yoon will also stop off in Hawaii before the summit to visit the United States Indo-Pacific Command.
The summit's held in Washington, D.C., where the North Atlantic Treaty was signed on April 4, 1949, marking the founding of NATO, carries historical significance. Considering the importance of cooperation with the Indo-Pacific region, NATO has extended invitations to the IP4 nations, South Korea, Japan, Australia and New Zealand, for 3 consecutive years.
As for the brief itinerary, the president will leave Seoul on Monday night. Arriving in Hawaii on Monday, he will go straight to pay his respects at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, informally known as the Punch Bowl, where around 10,000 Korean War veterans and their family members have been laid to rest, along with servicemen and servicewomen from World War II and the Vietnam War. On Tuesday, he's set to visit the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, where he will be briefed by the commander regarding ongoing security issues in the region.
Since 2018, when the U.S. Pacific Command became the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, this is the first time for a South Korean president to visit the headquarters. The visit will showcase the strong solidarity of the ROK-US alliance and serve as an opportunity to enhance cooperation between the two countries for peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region.
President Yoon will arrive in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, where he will kick off his NATO-related engagements with bilateral talks with some members' leaders, including new entrants, Sweden and Finland, and the Czech Republic. On Thursday, he's expected to have a summit with the IP4 leaders. Also, after attending the NATO Summit itself, Yoon is set to give a speech at the NATO Public Forum before returning to Seoul. While the NATO members will address the prolonged war in Ukraine, the summit also comes against a backdrop of Russia and North Korea's strengthened military cooperation.
A strong message will be sent regarding the military cooperation between Russia and North Korea, and in response, there will be discussions on ways to strengthen cooperation between NATO allies and IP4 partners.
All in all, the presidential office said that the core concept of this trip is to strengthen South Korea's security through global cooperation. In fact, an official said that there will be an opportunity for just the IP4 members to send a message to Russia and North Korea to showcase the solidarity in the region. While the possibility of a trilateral summit between Seoul, Washington, and Tokyo to follow up on the Camp David summit was raised, an official at the presidential office said that while it is open to all possibilities, it won't focus overwhelmingly on arranging one. In fact, the schedule is packed for this trip, and there are still opportunities for a summit throughout the rest of the year. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.